think they're confused too what they're doing. They're like, oh, we picked this Lina, it can go mid, it can go... and now they're like, oh, so where does the Lina go?
There was not a lot of time.
Got level 7, they just won the game like that, so... Yeah. Be intrigued to see.
They were pressuring the Weehaw Visage a lot in that bottom lane too, so we'll have to see if that's something they're going to keep up here. We already see Saksa unloading his LSA and the hefty right clicks coming out, plus the battle hunger on top of it. That's a lot. He'll be chewing through this region pretty fast on the Visage.
Tavo tipped Peter because Peter just like whiffed an Impale. You know, it's just paiN usually abuses their tips, but you know, sometimes they put it to good use.
Do you think Peter, for you know the kind of guy he is one to mute the alt chat, just to kind of get it out there?
I could definitely see that. I mute it. It's not even because it bothers me. I'm just like, why? Like actual alt chatting, I love. Tipping and hero wheel. I don't know. It just feels like lame. Like,
you're gonna
just call someone a scrub straight up. You don't have to tip them to do it. Just call them a scrub. Don't.
I really don't know many players who would get motivated to be tipped against. Like, you tip against me, it's only going to make me play better. Yeah, I don't think anyone says that. You miss a stun, you get tipped, you're definitely going to be thinking about it just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, man.
More pressure continuing here on the bottom, but that same pressure. Okay, well, man, how the tides have already turned for this one. It's Weehaw scoring the first blood, sniping down Fada. That top lane also going really well for paiN too. Tavo's sitting at the top of the CS game right now, and that Pugna 8-3 in this matchup.
You see Misery goes that 0-1-1 build again with the armor. Tavo just does a ton of damage, but Misery, whoa.
Yeah, he's nice two-man stun from Peter lining up the shot there. Tries to pursue forward, but obviously doesn't want to get too ahead of himself. Misery is out of regen at this point, so just have to be a little careful.
I think he wants to suicide, but he can't really because he's taking damage from this Terrorblade, which means he has to wait longer to suicide so it doesn't just give him the gold. Interesting.
It's also hard now to commit to an early suicide. It adds so much to your time, it feels like, if it's early on, right?
Yeah. To Newts, he could run to like the tier 2 or something, but we saw in a game earlier someone did that and an axe TP'd and actually stole the gold experience.
Yeah.
Oh, Weehaw.
All right. Possible redemption here. Toss back, but it's not going to matter. Bata is able to return to the lane and get a little bit of vengeance. Meanwhile, Misery, who we've been talking about before, does eventually get caught out. It is going to be mind control.
You give 155 gold, which is maybe 4 creeps. You've already dominated. Pugna's done a good job of dominating. I think you're okay giving that gold just because, well, Misery's level 3. Comes back full HP and mana. Even though dying's bad, sometimes it has its uses.
Looks pretty close in the mid lane as well. Prudent Tinker, stun top lane. Set up. Looking to make the move in for Tava, but just walks on out. Misery's confident to stand in and pop some shots onto Mind Control, who is going to pop the Metamorph, so committing the extra bit of harassment damage and just pushing the lane on forward. But ooh, he needs a hard blast to correct. Stomp is there. He's forced to pop the wand to stay alive, and then the burst follow-up. Dude, Terrorblade is frail in the early game, and you got to be careful of that. Meanwhile, Wee scores another kill.
And stick charges, I'm going to be fine. He didn't expect like the D-crap level, the 1-1-1 build from ET, and it really paid off.
Here we go. And these teams are aggressive.
RD, will he be okay?
I don't think so. Battle Hunger, another chop right there. Thought it would pick it up. And try to run out a different direction here if possible.
With the Quelling Blade.
Does find a way out.
Oh, maybe. He might be dead. I think he's dead.
Again. And this time pay the price for it. Nice grab right there. It's going to go to Wee. Toss or stun forward. Go for Saksa. Can't get close enough for the toss.
Well, now with the TBs pushing into their tower. You see Peter, he's just looking for Tava. He's like, I know your Elder Titan's middle, so I can do this. But now guess what? Elder Titan's here.
There he catches him from the front.
Trying to bait out the Carapace.
Yep. And while that's happening, we see bottom lane also has a little bit of a skirmish, but this one is really beginning to unfold now with the rockets and the stomp nukes coming out. Lane kind of drawing a lot of focus from paiN, pulling that focus away from someone like Terrorblade, let's say, so they can continue farming up, which is good.
The only problem if you're NiP now is this Visage is flying out his Helmet of Dominator. He's going to be level 6 in about 1 creep wave. Even this axe is going to have trums, and oh man, yeah, we've seen Bryle, like, it felt like he didn't really know exactly what to do versus that dual lane. Like, once Elder Titan came middle and Tinker was there, like, he didn't really know. Oh, Tinker's dead again. This is
month or whatever.
What, you get an initial month?
I think I had to pay for it, but I just got it along with the hype of everyone else. But I only did the 1 month.
Oh, and here you see the axe with just level 6. Like the bird do so much damage.
Oh man,
that's why you can't just leave someone alone against Visage.
And so you die. That's a great chat line right there. Nice grab right there. They try to move on.
I'm trying, man. So top lane, we saw Weehaw rotate up here last time, but with the Pugna on their team as well, they can just pressure multiple lanes at once instead of being like forced to pressure one.
Yeah, that's their advantage. I mean, while the Brood has pretty much a chokehold grip on this mid lane, paiN do have the credit of both Weehaw, Visage, and the Pugna to just push out multiple lanes.
Oh, Peter whiffs the stun. I don't think they would have gotten the kill either way, but does whiff it. Sock's almost level 6 now. His mana boots, bottom. See ya, Bada. You'd think Axe would be good versus like Helmet coming.
Dude, like there's nowhere to go. God. You want to see a TP get canceled, sir?
Who's with him? Oh, Ace is here. Look at Ace. Ace doesn't even care.
You want to tip him? They're gonna tip him too, right?
Wait, yeah. Ace is just
fashion way.
Oh, the Tiny. They got so nervous. You saw how nervous Peter got right when he saw Tiny. It's like they don't even have board, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, he gets his stun. There's the LC, the Laguna. Another stun follow-up. It's a 3-on-1 to just try to go for the finish of Tiny. They will be able to get it, but it's at the expense of that mid. It really takes a lot out of.
Correct.
I feel like it just takes a lot out of Pugna when you do it. Like I'm doing it, and I'm like, man, I have no life now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little skeleton. Oh, Peter.
Prep, blast, suck, and he's gone. Full-blown tilt the man. Any Misery getting in on it.
It's only game 1. Y'all get it. Calm down. I like it though. Do you like the? I don't know. I like cockiness, but do you? That's what you'd consider this, right? Or no? What would you consider this?
I mean,
sorry, guys. Team is doing better. Like he's getting some farm. He goes Aquila Dragonlance so he can survive some of that burst, even be useful early. And look at that, TP's out. Nicely done.
Just in time. He's simply trying to fend off the pressure from that top lane. Ace gets another grab. He's handing over all of his life drain to King RD, who's trying to tank the Roach because they don't seem to have a good tank anywhere. And now as they're fighting it out, here comes Ace to the party right now, venturing away from that bottom lane and joining his team for what feels like the first time in the game, and they're, it's okay.
Oh, metal, they're still looking to be feisty, but no one really wants to go on except Ace from behind, possibly.
Bata does not get the call off. He does cancel it after that blink in. Wade sets it up then onto Weehaw, who's going to eat the Laguna. Still isn't going to be enough firepower to go for the finish. Ace thinks about going for him, instead goes to the high ground to get the easier finish onto the Tabo and heads right back into the fight. The back end of his BKB. Tries to focus in onto Wee. Peter now slipping in, looking to go for the stun setup there. Tiny low on mana. Finds Tinker in the woods nearby. Creeping in. Ace sends in his little spiderlings, and they're going right for Wee. The follow-up call is there. A nice decrep, though, to avoid further damage. Does come out. He tries to even give him a little bit of that life drain support. Misery super low, somehow still surviving. Finally able to be brought down from mind controls refraction.
I don't think Radiant knows this is happening.
They are frantically trying to TP to that area. I don't think they're going to get there in time. It's already done. The birds were soaring over, but it's too late.
That's a good call. Whoever made that call.
Toss up and down, but there's the Sunder, and one shot and a dunk, and Talo is gone. Follow-up takedown is going to be there as well for King RD, and here comes the NiP Swarm. paiN need to run to the hills right now to make it away. Frantic to try to go for the rearm, jump in from Pata, beautiful setup onto 2. Here comes NiP, slaughtering out 4 of them. The end of the day.
All right, this is the last tier 2. paiN, you got to get this, and then I don't know where you go after this. I don't think you push uphill.
See, jumping from Fata, been putting in a lot of work since he was able to get that blink together, and he's found focus onto Wee. There's Decrepto, HFN looking to roll right back into the party, but they've been already able to snipe down the King RD, and now the runaway from Misery and company here. Zoxa from the outside, able to get that Yules on the Weehaw. They're going to be able to hold him back and away while Mind Control runs on forward, looking to go for the finish onto Tavo. Can't pursue with the chase, but they are going to be able to make it a 3-4-1 trade. Tinker's annoyance is just there's a lot out there on paiN's side that you can just fend off with a good BKB.
Oh, middle. He gets the Carapace on the blast. This should just be a kill. Nice tossback.
Nice tossback save. Is he going to be the martyr, you know, risking his own life for this? Jump call from Fata rather to pull out King RD from the base, but they'll actually be the one to get the finish on the Fata, and he's like, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had an opportunity to go for the blink call.
Yeah, he had the Astral Shield while NiP's farming all 3 lanes on the map. And now here comes the big Smokerino gang. Oh, they smoked into smoke.
Yep. Misery's just quickly caught out. Finish off right there.
And it's pretty good versus stun.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh. Good guess. He went south.
Oh, man. Ace. You just can't go. He just solo killed the Ting. You just can't go over there. You actually...
Look at his items. I mean, he's Nullfire now, too.
4.1k.
Yep.
Could find more.
He is huge.
The Tabo's just dead.
Yeah,
well, maybe not.
Really can't. Well, what? Man, it took a long time to take him down.
And then he lost some of his mana because of the ward, so he couldn't cast Call. Just got enough, and
well,
now...
they still got him, and they're also going to get King RD, too.
And Ace is going to be 25. Probably going to lose a rack.
This is when they can breach, you know, taking that skirmish, killing them outside the base. I mean, they don't want to have to use these buybacks for just the first set of racks, so it looks like it is going to be possibly a sacrifice here. The fortification does come out. NiP not wavered at the slightest. Moving on forward, they'll get the finish up the tier 3.
Oh,
get that creep! Get the bird!
The tanky bird with the solar crest. He just, look at that, Mike feels like, nah, I'm BKBing. I'm killing his racks. I don't care what anyone else does.
Laguna out. Trying to go for the snipe on the backline. Misery can't quite do it, but the Raxes are cleared, so let's head on out. Sunder for flight used on PPD.
Alright, works.
Yep, and now they run on out. A couple of missiles as a goodbye gift, but NiP move in and get what they need. They're set up so that when NiP roll through, maybe take advantage. But if they lose a fight here dramatically,
here we go.
It's all but over. Okay, well, jump in. They go for the heavy burst. Misery trying to make it back out and away, but Ace is just chomping him on through, and he'll get that finish on the King RD. Meanwhile, Fata chasing on the Wii. Wii trying to move forward, looking to go for any easy target. He's on the Soxa, but he gets hit with a Crimson Guard, pops out the stun, and he's going to be all but safe. They've already been taking out other paiN members. 3 have been dropped already. The final 2 cores still standing here. A buyback is going to be forced out, though, from Tavo. Given that this is likely the final hurrah of paiN Gaming, we'll see if they can make anything out of it here. It's a long, slow burn to be able to go for the finish of Weehaw, but they eventually will get it done, and that will be the game. NiP, you know, paiN pulling out the same kind of lineup, but NiP showing that they are just of another class right now, and they're going to be definitely testing paiN on another level.
Yeah, I wonder, this is one of those drafts. I wonder if